So operationally,
literally,
how do you deploy? How do you guys convoy down someplace? Do you
yeah,
load everybody up in a big trailer like A-team style? Like,
yeah,
how does that
yeah,
work?
literally. So here's the funny thing. I was just talking to our franchisee from Pinellas County. He's a Coast Guard vet.
Yeah.
He used to be a former insurance company executive. And he's got a bunch of adjuster contacts all over. So he kind of created an ad hoc team and went there. They literally went as close to the disaster as they could get. And they freaking took their tents and they camped underneath a bridge. They saw a local sheriff there and they said, hey, this is what we're doing, restoration contractor. Is it okay? They're like, we'll come and patrol your area every day. If you're coming here to help people, you're good. And most of them were vets. They didn't give a shit that they weren't in a hotel. They're like, we're here helping people. We're going to make a shit ton of money, all very honestly. While we're helping people, we're going to work from sun up to sundown, and we're going to get it done.
You feed your people MREs when they're in the field?
So, they can. We give them a per diem. And then many of them, just it's like they're observer controllers at the National Training Center in the Mojave. They'll bring a cooler and maybe a little grill or something, and they'll they figure it out. Or many of them bring MREs.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that's what happens. And and they look at it like, oh my God, this is fun, right?
Yeah.
Because you remember those days when you were deployed or you're on a ship or a sub or whatever. The camaraderie that you build and that mutually assured sucking experience. But in this case, mutually assured sucking experience, and you're making money and helping people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That is extremely cool. So how often do you see how often do you wind up deploying, how should I say, an external actor, like bringing in another franchisee to help whoever's got the current disaster on the ground? That's fairly common.
So like in Louisiana, we didn't even have a franchisee there. The carriers, the insurance carriers and TPAs know we're willing to do it. That's our brand now.
So they call you in.
Yeah. They'll just say, hey, look, can you go here? And we'll establish that. Yeah. So it's happened once this summer for Hurricane Ida, 4 times last summer for the Gulf Coast hurricanes, once in February for the Texas winter storms. And in between there, that's the dishwashers, ice makers, hot water heaters, kitchen fires, those kinds of things.
So there's another question. And I mean, your local, the guys who you would be deploying, I mean, they have their own local priorities, right? They've got their own stuff going on. I mean, is there an element of negotiation where you say, listen, I want you to go to New Orleans, and they're like, oh, we got our hands full here right now?
Yeah, we ask.
That happens.
We say, who wants to go? And typically what we do is we thin the lines in both places.